Now, the rest of the story.
Alright, welcome back. It's Sunday night, and I just got done, or I'm currently working on shutting this silo up. Well, it's 40-some feet plus straight down, right underneath this cover. But this is what the crops look like. Quite honestly, the closest thing you'll get to drone shots from my channel. But the goal is, hopefully I'll have some cows in here this winter. I got some feelers out, but they will be red Angus. Plus, I'm actually thinking about bringing mine up from my place to overwinter them up here. There's grass up in this pasture they can chew on until the snow hits. All these bales that are down here, they're going to be probably the first stuff that gets fed out. They heat it, dump them out for the beef cows. They'll nose them around, they'll eat them up, eat what they can. So, got a dog out in the pasture, chewing up the pasture, digging up for gophers or something. But I'm actually cautiously optimistic, looking forward to harvest. We got some corn that's been run down. Really good shot. If you guys can see from the ends of my fingers, that's a fungicide pass with the self-propelled sprayer that Andrew did. That was actually the mix that we sprayed on our soybeans up right there. The strip that went from there all the way around, we did about 2/3 of the strip. And you can see, which is really cool, we're going to see it on the monitor, I sure hope. But what Andrew did is he just opened up the booms on the sprayer all the way out, and he did a pass up along the field road, so you can see the plant health is still sticking in there really strong. And my phone can pick it up, it looks like. Not picking up my hand, but right there, all the way up the field road, the farthermost rows, or the headland, I guess I should say, is still really green. And then once again, I don't know if I'm not even going to try to zoom in with my phone. You can see right there and right there, if I move my hand it'll clear up. You can see the plant health is still there. Fungicide is a year-by-year product. It's not something that every farmer just plans on. At least we do not. And as far as I know, most farmers don't. But it's basically one of those things that you decide in season if you need it. The soybeans, you can see that they really stayed healthier later on. And what I've been hearing, and I won't know until it is really seen across our yield monitor, but I'm hearing anywhere from 25 to 50 bushels over non-treated fungicide passes. So where they were seeing fungicide, it's 25 to 50 bushels plus over, say, this over here. So will it happen? I don't know, but you guys are going to be around to find out. The stuff over there, if you guys saw my my aerial fungicide application video, all of that across the road got treated. I mean, everything that's contoured over there was treated. So the beans and the corn, and you can definitely tell the corn, comparing that corn to the corn across the road, that stuff was planted within hours of this stuff. I started planting these beans. I started on that lower strip at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Planted till 6 a.m. and the sun came out and it started to bring up the moisture out of the ground because Ryan was working ground ahead of me. So everything that the sun had hit the day before, it had dried out going into that night. So I was able to get this farm planted, and pretty similar with the corn also. I started at like 11 o'clock that night on the corn. I planted this whole farm. And then, what was it? I ended up going back out because I stopped at 6 a.m. I went home and slept at in my office. I've actually put my head down on my desk and fell asleep for about 45 minutes. And I came back up planted over there, and you can just see within a couple hours, because I came up and we jumped in the 46 and went, the difference in products versus treated and non-treated crops. I'm looking forward to it. I don't like being in the business of applying snake oils, but I don't think they're all just marketing schemes. I do believe that they do help. I do believe that Andrew was saying, as far as with the soybeans, that is an 8 bushel increase compared to not applying those products. So time will tell. Piece of plastic or something down there I gotta go retrieve. Ryan's slacking on the drone jobs. He needs to be flying these crops, looking for any random obstacles we need to be watching out for. But it's been a long time since I've climbed bigger blue. It's been probably 5 years, and the same thing with my place. My place, Big Blue, which is 10 feet taller than the one behind me. Maybe I should climb them one of these days here and actually get a good aerial view of my place again. But the wind's picking up. I'm only wearing a sweatshirt. I know that seems like a lot for this time of year. It's the last day of September, but this is the last day of September. Close enough. And it's rainy, it's wet. I think that's the problem. It's so so damp out that it's cold. My ears are getting froze. So I'm gonna head down because Dad's actually waiting for me with the JCB. So you guys are watching the rest of the story. Take care, take it easy. Keep in touch. Hopefully the cell phone video doesn't turn out too bad. Talk to you guys later. All right, well, hold on here. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. All right, before we quit for the night, figured I'd ask you guys if you notice anything different about the machine shed. I know, kind of like there's a light from above. Don't worry. If anybody's coming for me, it's probably going to be from the hole in the ground, looking to pull me down rather than lift me up. But Dad made a bit of a splurge exploratory purchase last night. You guys can't see it. Of course you can't see it, it's too bright. But went to the local Menards and came across these bad boys. LEDs. Whoa. I'll just read it to you. LED high lumen, 25,000 hours or 22 years worth of service. 20,000 lumens, non-dimmable, but that's really not that big of a deal. But we got 2 more back there, and he wanted to see if this one was worth it. So they don't really hang down that far. I was actually wondering about getting a couple for the machine shed down at my place. I'm just worried because my shed's so much lower that I might hit them. But they really don't hang down, a little bit more than the light bulbs, but hopefully not too much that it matters. But the goal is, the plans are, we're going to get 2 more back there. The reason we got to do it this time of year is because we got the combine out. Well, we got the JCB. I guess we haven't considered that with the boom, as long as the JCB's around for now. But otherwise, we're using the combine to reach up and change the light bulbs out. So Ryan did that last year to change out this one that was burnt out. But the reason they really shine, though, compared to the old ones, makes the other ones look sick. But these, they shine the light outwards and down. And it's actually hitting the white tin on the roof, and it actually helps shine the place up. But it almost makes it seem like it's darker down below now because there's so much light coming from directly above. It's making the dark areas, like underneath the combine, if I can do that right, like down there when you're trying to work around, a little darker. But I think they're worth it, much like the LEDs in the 76. And what else did we do? What other lights? Oh, we did that light in Ryan's truck. So we're slowly but surely making the transition over to LED lights, just because there's no argument there. There's that much better. So, all right, good night. Talk to you later.